The Giant Killer. It inflicts a critical blow if the victim is an elite or a boss. So, you kill bosses with it. Now, this game... Now, first off, it is not in the game proper yet. I got this during the Corrupted Edition video that was the last one put up on the channel. You can check it out there. So this is not a legitimate weapon, to put it one way. I am getting this pretty much solely through, well, not quite hacking, but maybe a little bit of light modding. Let's go with that. So, since I grabbed it in that episode, I went and got it from a shop, and I have it fully upgraded right now, so I'm getting pretty much everything out of it that you possibly can. Now, here's the thing with the Giant Killer. This is not just a special weapon in the sense that, you know, it's as of yet only implemented in the game. It's also a very expensive weapon. I grabbed it from the shop, but the first time I tried grabbing it from the shop, got a pretty nice combo there too. 1, 2, 3, and big hit. See, it kind of makes like a hammer sound there too. But yeah, I grabbed it from the shop, but it's a very expensive buy. The first time that I tried to get it actually cost around 16,000 gold for a level 2 version of the weapon. So this is not just... and some weapons are more expensive than normal. You might have noticed that the Curse Sword there cost roughly, what was it, about 8,000 or so gold, which is pretty expensive for a first floor item. But like I said, this one cost 16,000 in one of the earlier times. So it was one that I had to restart until I got it immediately and then blow nearly all of my gold on just getting it. This is a special weapon is what I'm saying. It is no run-of-the-mill whatever sort of deal. It seems, and the icon, it seems to look a lot like the Lancers. It's nice to be building survival again. It's been a while. It looks a lot like the Lancers, sort of. Well, Lance. You can see the electricity kind of crackling around it too. Maybe that's eventually going to be where you get it. But it does seem like it's a little too special even for that. Well, either way, I'd say that it's, at least thus far, one of my favorite weapons to be using, which is why I wanted to get a... Well, and I'm going to say, because of how expensive and how much of a bother it is to get this weapon, that if I don't successfully do a run with it right now, I am going to be probably doing a showcase run more than an only challenge run. Which, if that sort of line of thinking is bizarre nonsense, pretty much there's a difference between only using a single weapon and then doing a showcase. A showcase run is when I will do like a full build with a weapon, but an only run is only that weapon and pick up nothing else. There's also failed runs where I fail to complete a run, but then I have no plan on doing another, on reattempting it. There are parted runs where I fail a run, but I do have plans on continuing it. Plus, it's all a whole bunch of stuff. I don't know why I have this all so regimented. It's not like anybody else is going to be following my criteria for how a challenge run works in Dead Cells. Anyway, I'm going to say this is my favorite survival weapon. It has a great moveset. I love it. I think it's great. A decent amount of damage, obviously. The fact that you're getting extra damage on elites is just perfect. And overall, this is my favorite sort of weapon that you get in a game. For example, kind of a big hitting sword-ish sort of weapon. For example, in Dark Souls, I think my favorite weapon to use is the Black Knight sword, which is a very similar sort of deal. Obviously doesn't have extra damage against... Okay. I meant to grab the amethyst, but whatever. I don't need that much more gold. It seems unlikely with the price of this that I'm going to be able to afford a second weapon anyway. Probably going to be costing on the order of something like tens of thousands of gold. But yeah, I think that survival weapons are my favorite I can't even grab one of these because it'll immediately go into the inventory. Survival weapons would be my favorite sort of weapon, but they're just not amazing right now. So to have something like this, which works a lot like a basic sort of sword, is just the ideal scenario to use. I think that if or when this does get implemented into the game proper, it's going to be a #1 pickup for me in a lot of more casual runs to do. And the fact that it does extra damage against bosses. Obviously, these days it's not as good to. Oh, come on. Ridiculous. Obviously, these days it is not as much of a deal to. There we go. It's not as much of a deal in a run to be able to deal with bosses because synergies are easier to come by with the upgrade system and a lot of the... Yeah, sure. Synergies are easier to come by and a lot of bosses aren't... Well, bosses take kind of a backseat to a lot of the way more difficult enemies in biomes right now. What do I want? Well, here, I'm building survival for the first time in quite a while, so... You? Because there's a food shop and... Ah, that's not even that good of it. Whatever, let's just go. But yeah, biomes have become a lot more difficult than the bosses that are after them. Synergies are much more common, enemies are much tougher and more plentiful on higher cell difficulties, so beating up a boss is not nearly as much of a big deal as it was back in the day, but it was always something that I was looking for, to be able to fight a boss more effectively during the early days of the game. So to have a weapon explicitly designed to fight bosses is just fantastic. I like the concept a lot, and I'm really happy that they put it in the game. Still don't know where it's going to eventually be coming from. It's a very similar sort of situation to the Crusher originally, which was in the game even back in the Elemental update, but was impossible to get since the enemy that dropped it. The Spinner, then called the Slasher, was not implemented into the game until the Darkness update. And this seems to be following the exact same suit, where whatever is supposed to be dropping this is not yet in the game. And frankly, it might be some sort of special circumstance that you have to unlock this weapon because of how much you have to pay for it and the mysteriousness around it and its very unique sort of abilities. I mean, it is certainly a very unique sort of survival weapon. Which oh, here's finally a time that I can test it out. Yeah, come on. I'm not gonna say that was an incredibly... I'm not gonna say that was an incredibly easy battle because I had this particular weapon, but hey, it was nice to be able to do extra damage against an elite like that. I think one of the reasons why I got so much damage off of, say, the Assassin in the last video was more because of the Phaser, which remains grossly overpowered. I'll definitely have to be grabbing that one. If I do happen to lose this run, I'm definitely going to be grabbing the couple Phasers to go with this, because I want to see how quickly I can get the hand down. Unfortunately, it happened not so fast. Unfortunately, it happened in the last video that the game kind of had a series of fatal errors that prevented me from being able to fight the hand. So I think it'll be a pretty good time to test it, to get a real good showcase of this weapon, knowing that I'm not going to be in Well, a marginally less buggy version. I'm not going to say that this isn't going to crash at all, because who knows? I technically shouldn't even have this weapon, so I don't know. That entire video, just a bunch of errors, even to the point of having it take, what, 5 hours after I uploaded it to get out of standard definition mode? I've been on YouTube for a little while, not as long as a lot of people, but still have no idea how it works 90% of the time. Anyway. What is the damage I'm getting off of this now? 1603 damage per second, which not actually all that much. Well, provided I'm doing criticals, which against the incomplete one, obviously I am. I don't know, I feel like I should be... Ow. I feel like I should be getting a little bit more damage right now. Oh, something I don't think I ever mentioned in the previous video. You can now continue a combo after rolling. So, for example, yeah, da, 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 and then I can roll and get the final hit like that. It's something that makes weapons like survival, weapons, any sort of heavy weapon that you're gonna have trouble getting a full combo off of, much, much better. It is a welcome change, and one that I think game... No. I'm not gonna risk it. I'm gonna play a little safe this one. It's definitely a change that I think should have been in the game a long time ago. But hey, better late than never. Well, at least I'm one-shotting all these biters. I will certainly not say no to that. Do I want to attempt a challenge? I think I might be able to do a challenge. You know what? I'm gonna check it out. Who knows? Maybe I'll get some more fodder for... No? Maybe I'll get some more fodder for buying another giant killer next time I get to a shop. Oh, that was close. I missed getting the big hit on those zombies. Oh, there we go. I do think that almost more than anything else, having this is going to... having the ability to continue combos after rolling is going to help for... Oh, damn. Oh, I thought they fixed the text being a little off-center. Yeah, one weapon that is going to help more than anything else is probably going to be the broadsword. Broadsword is what I'm thinking of. Because that is a weapon that has some really good late combo hits, especially the upswing that you get from the third strike, is it? And it's been nearly impossible to use it on higher cell difficulties because you need to constantly be dodging stuff. There's so many enemies I think this is Food Shop. There are so many enemies everywhere that it becomes impossible to get off a full combo. A lot of the stupid biters. It becomes impossible to get off a full combo a lot of the time. So I might be worth checking out that weapon a little again, or maybe doing another survival. Doing another survival focused run. Oh, come on. What happened to all the weapon shops? I got one in the prisoner's cells and haven't seen one since. Oh, plus 100% HP. I think that's new. I don't think it ever said how... I mean, it said in the description how much HP it would heal, but I don't think it ever said above your head until right now. This was not the acid nerves area. Whoops. Well, it looked kind of like it in my... Okay, that's fine. You're right. You're right, I'm dumb. Alright. Let's go see how the incomplete one fight goes. I'm gonna say right now, I feel pretty good about it. Oh, and what do I want for the last mutation? Another survival focused one. I have not been able to... I think that the obvious choice for just taking a decent mutation would probably be the 30% increase or emergency triage, which is... I say it every time, it's great. But no, I want to do something survival focused. Well, neither of those are going to be very good. Sure, prolonged healing. I'm not going to say it's the best one. Corrupted healing, I think, is a lot better, but I don't know. I want to check it out a little bit. It is a mutation that I don't use enough for how good it could potentially be. Yeah. I mean, what, I only got 9 survival right now. I think it's pretty clear at this point that almost all the damage that I was getting in that assassin fight where I beat her in 3 hits, was mostly coming from the phaser. Just too bad, because I like this weapon a lot, but it's got the rapier issue, I think, where the rapier is a fine weapon, pretty decent, but ultimately it's a weapon I tend to overvalue because I like the concept behind it, I like its look, I like its style. And although this is clearly not ineffective or anything, it's not the giant killer that I want it to be. For some reason I thought he had less health than he actually does. Whatever, I can use a little bit of prolonged healing here, get a bit of extra damage, and finish this off with... Oh, whatever, I don't even care. I mean, again, this is a weapon that is clearly not ready for showtime. It's not even... I technically may as well have hacked it into the game. But, come on. I like the idea so much that I couldn't leave it alone. Acid nerves, sure. Then I need to... I want to do an acid nerves run because I like the idea. I like the idea behind all of these weapons. I think they're all great. But I picked one this time, and I'm going to try to stick to it as best I can. Maybe it'll appear in the showcase run if I happen to lose here. Get punched to death by a golem 50 times. As always, it's entirely possible. Somebody doing the analysis on the last video said that apparently my worst KD ratio is against the golem, so... I think I'm going to continue to try to avoid fighting those guys as much as I possibly can. Man, just going right off the screen now. And, wow, that was a lot more damage than I expected. Okay. Getting a little bit panicked. And that prolonged healing is definitely not helping, but that's not a problem. I'm out of harm's way for now. And I do have the heart. I can't forget about that. Usually taking the YOLO mutation is not the best choice, but if I'm going to be playing a little risky, and I still have... no. Well, is there another area behind him? No. Sure. Well, first off, just to hold on there for a second, Catcher. Wow. Forget how fast these guys are. I don't know, maybe the damage is better than I thought. Because that was a pretty quick elite kill at this point in the game. I don't know. Well, what's the damage right now? 2804? Also, I don't know if this is normal in the game, but you notice that enemies continue, like, their walk cycles even after I'm pausing? I don't know. Just... let's get this pain train rolling and get a move on. Oh, I don't even have any other teleporters on. Oh, that's fine. That's fine. I don't... As long as I don't get hit by that ball and chain, which was, what, maybe a frame away from that happening? Ugh. Oh, wait, no. I was thinking Single Cell Door was a boss fight, but no. It's a shop in this area. Golems. That was close. Oh, no, it was a curse chest. Never mind. Maybe it's the 3-cell door that's a shop. I don't remember. I'm not even going to be able to do anything with that. Everything's fully upgraded. Well, everything's as fully upgraded as I can get it. Okay. I think I managed to get by that, dude. Food? Oh, great. Well, this is going to be an issue. At least prolonged healing is... I mean, I know I'm getting grabbed by the golem and the ghoulies, but at least prolonged healing is giving me enough time. Well, I mean, prolonged healing is... I can't talk right now. Okay. I think you understand the gist of what I might or may not have been trying to say. Get out of here. 38,000 gold. Which I'm pretty close. If I go find the chest, I could probably use... I could probably grab that. Forgotten Sepulcher. Oh! It looks like only some of the Bombardiers are replaced with... Or some of the Grenadiers are replaced with Bombardiers. I mean, they all are in higher cell difficulty. So, what is the best approach here? Because I want to see if I can afford that upgrade. That's a lot more stats. That's a lot more... Okay, Golem's right there. I can skirt by him pretty easily. Yep. I already saw the Golem down there in this level chunklet, so... That was spooky, but I think I handled it about as well as I could. Okay. And it looks like I might be able to fully avoid a golem in this area. Yeah. Where is the chest? I feel like I should be getting a chest by this point. Kind of hoping for food. I'm gonna be honest here. And now I get the feeling that I'm about to... Oh, crap. Okay, and okay. See, it's okay. I don't know what you were worried about there. It's all gravy. Okay, that's enough to be able to afford it, too. Perfect. Flawlessly executed. There's my exit, because I'm not going to the Sepulcher, because... Oh, boy. Not sure if you saw how it's been going thus far, but... That's a pretty sizable increase on damage, too, so... Yeah. I'm not going to say I played this flawlessly, but hey, I got through it, and I'm going to chalk that one up as a win. Oh. Eeh. And I should hopefully have a refill here. Oh. It's only 2-cell, right? Oh. I can't even afford a reset anyway. I spent nearly 40,000 gold on the upgrade. That's right. All right. I hope I find some food in the wall somewhere. That's what I'm holding out for. Hey, who knows? Maybe I'll just have a really on-point dodging game, and I won't even need to worry about it. I mean, hope springs eternal, right? Oh, boy. Just gotta keep a lookout for any sort of wall runes that I can find, because that's the only way that this run is going to work. Come on, anywhere? Anywhere. Look, I'm not picky. It can be a full thing of... I mean, it can be a cherry, it could be a full watermelon, whatever, anything. Just anything. Yep. Nope. 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 And good, that Viscera is doing some work as well. It's a risky play, but I'm gonna try it. Yep, that was pretty risky. Thankfully, the golem was not too quick there. Not the golem, the cannibal. They're called cannibals. Anything else? Look, Dead Cells, I don't ask you for a lot, but if you could just do me a solid here. Oh. Okay, there's a secret rune thing. I don't know how I'm gonna get it, but I don't know. Okay. Viscera, good enough. Please, please, please. Oh. I don't know. Whatever, I'm not gonna get enough money to be able to afford another one anyway. Please, please, please. Yo, but for real though, Dead Cells, come on. Oh, it's like trying to get a... Should just take an alienation. Oh, it's like a particularly bad Isaac run where you get no damage upgrades. I've been watching a whole ton of Northern Lion lately. I mean, which to be fair, I think it's totally understandable. That dude is kind of the gold standard for what I'm trying to do with this series here. Oh, come on, come on, come on. Big money. That is what, 4 of those now that I've broken open? Okay. How many is it going to take? Oh, not liking my chances with the trackers here either. I mean, I can dodge those guys probably a bit better than I can dodge cannibals, but not that much better. The fact that I stayed alive so long, I do still have a heart. I do still have a heart. So it's not, out of here. Yeah, I do still have a heart, so it's not over if I get hit. It's just not good. Yeah. Got a lot of music skipping, I'm noticing. I think that might be a beta deal. Okay. Just keep upping that damage. Also, I saw that there was the challenge room there. If there's... that's the heart. Not the time. I don't know. I got nothing here, to be perfectly honest. Oh no! How close can I get to death and manage to not die? Words are not coming very easy to me right now. I don't know if you've noticed. That Viscera's helping too. Oh, there's the key. I think it might be worth it to just make a mad dash for that and get out of here. Because I don't think there's much more that I'm going to be able to accomplish here. High stakes. Oh, man. Oh. That entire thing. I know there's a scroll of power there, but I don't want to go through all... There's going to be a ton of enemies down there, too, and I just don't want to... Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh! Oh, it happened. Oh, boy. Was it not easy getting back here. I mean, look at my gold count right now. Yep. Oh, very, very nearly did not get the weapon. Oh, and also 35 seconds. I can't believe that I still managed to get in here. Yes, I took the route this time that gave me some actual healing ability, so... And although it took a little while to... I'm honestly surprised because it did take me a while to grind up that much gold in the not the Forgotten Sepulchre, the Slumbering Sanctuary. Boy, was that a... Woof. Also, much, much better giant killer already. I mean, look at that. That damage is nothing to sneeze at. Alright, I don't think there's too much more that I'm looking for here. It's going to be pretty much a straight shot to the end from the point that I get to... Well, from the point where I can actually find where the... Here. If I can afford it, I'll try to buy it. The one I have right now may be better than that one in the shop anyway, because... Yep. Okay. Well, lost my major advantage already with the 50%. With the 50% increase on damage. 20% on critical hit, though. That's not bad. Shockers. Man, the idea that there's now elite shockers, at least in the corrupted edition that I played, is terrifying. Thankfully, the one that I actually fought was pretty quickly taken care of, but... How many do I need for this? Resell? Hard to see with the blood stains on there. But yes, yes. I think that if they ever do implement... Like the idea that elite shockers, they would be warping towards, or teleporting towards you to attack you. And that's the one thing that shockers can't do. Move. Well, I hope they implement it anyway, just because, why not? Just, to the pain. Hey, that's Dead Cells for you. I might be... Oh, where is a colonnade? Any colonnade anywhere. Okay, perfect. Oh, yeah, and here's a... Man. If I can happen to find a 75% reduction. Also, you might notice that I did manage to grab two phasers right now, but they are not nearly as effective as they could possibly be if I got a... if I wasn't building survival, because that's the one thing that it doesn't scale with. Which is fine. I don't really want to use them right now anyway. You know that challenge? The siren song of that challenge is calling to me. I'm gonna make an attempt. Can I get up there in time, though, before I start to take darkness damage? That's a real question. Oh yeah, no problem, no problem. What you got? Because I could get a pretty decent upgrade to the... I could get a pretty decent upgrade to my current... No? Necklace, if I can get to the end of this. Which and I already failed it. Well, the possibility existed that I could have gotten a... necklace upgrade. I guess we'll never know. Could have also been some garbage weapon that I would have sold, and that might have gotten me closer to the... What is it, 50k that I needed to buy an upgrade for my weapon here? Maybe replace up that shield. What's in here, then? Nothing I'm going to be using right now. Alright. Do I have extra damage on... No, I don't have extra damage on frozen enemies. It seemed like it. But not the case. Ooh. Oh, this is a new level chunklet. Ugh. Not as dangerous as some of the ones I saw in the Corrupted Edition, but I don't want to... Okay. I don't want to try my luck either way. Good enough, whatever. It's not worth it. Ooh, I see a good place to try out the new and improved giant killer that I got here. Now, yep, that's what I was looking for. I'm gonna lose a... Yeah, that's... I was just saying that I won that 75% reduction. I was taking way too much damage from those Inquisitors. That should help a lot. Oh, there is one place those kunai throwers, the kunai masters are going to appear. It's going to be in the Sepulchre. I don't know if that's ever going to come to fruition, but like I said in the Corrupted Edition video, I would like to see them. I would like to see the... Ooh, take that. I would like to see those enemies get implemented into the game proper, but who knows if it's ever going to really happen. There are way too many Inquisitors everywhere, all over the place. Survival 2? I'll take it. There are way too many Inquisitors everywhere, all over the place, and oh, this is maybe not the best idea. Because that's a cursed chest, and I don't want to... Alright, I'll close this one over here. Ugh. Oh, there was also one here. Alright. That worked out okay. I'm not going to say it was the best or anything, but I might start taking some more darkness damage if I'm not quick here. This has been Sepulchre where I'm taking more darkness damage than I normally would. Usually better about getting through these areas faster. And this is the improved Sepulchre too, where it should be a lot smaller. Yeah, I'm grabbing some improvements to stuff. I mean, this is turned into a showcase run fully, and I would like to, if possible. And what do we got? No, I'll take this. Sure. I would like to, if possible, keep it to using just the sword as much as I can. But, you know, genie's already out of the bottle as far as not taking non-giant killer weapons go. What's the damage I got right now? 36,000 on critical. Of course, that's because I have nearly 30 survival, but... tactics too, okay. Well, I guess I'll grab it just to sell it. No, there is no way. There is no way I'm going to get to the 50k required. I mean, I would have to break a bank. I mean, it would be breaking the bank to buy it, but I'd also have to break a bank just to be able to afford it in the first place. Do I have the... Oh, I do have the key. Okay. For some reason, I couldn't remember if I grabbed the crypt key or not. Oh, yeah, they changed it up so that you don't necessarily have to fight these guys. But come on, I got the weapon for it. And 2 hits. And 1 more hit, and we done. A little bit extra gold, but aside from that, you don't... In the newest version of the game, you don't have to fight the 2 elites to get through there. It's an optional mini-boss to go get the... Yeah, and that's all I'm getting. It's an optional mini-boss so that it's not necessary. Yeah, it's... Whatever. Like I said, I got the weapon for it. I am going to... Okay, I know I said that I was going to try to avoid using the extra weapons. I am going to... pop the corrupted power to see if I can get the assassin down in 2 hits or something. It's actually really not that much DPS comparatively, compared to what I'm getting off the weapon itself. All right. What do we got? What do we got? Oh, that's not nearly as good as I... Well, that's not bad. I guess you can't overstate just how good Phaser is right now. Oh. Whatever, that was a pretty trivial fight anyway. And here's the real meat. I didn't get to go through the castle with the giant killer last time, so I'm excited to be able to get a second shot at this one. Still nothing I can upgrade. Also have nearly 300 cells. That's not bad. Okay, okay. Ooh, this should be especially effective against the mini bosses of the 3 sub areas. Yeah, you know, interesting that the king is apparently holding a severed head. I mean, I've had it pointed out in... Yeah, there's no way I'm going to be able to afford any of these. Yeah, I think in the last... Or one of the commenters I had in one of the previous videos pointed out that, you know, he's holding a head, you're missing a head. It's obvious when you think about it, but... It makes me wonder what the connection between that is. I mean, is this just a king that likes to behead people? You go in... I mean, obviously you're a prisoner. Oh, come on. Oh, there, I lost my 50% increase. I mean, obviously you're a prisoner, but I guess the reason why you have been beheaded is because that's kind of a thing? That's a trademark of this dynasty? Ow. Oh, and that gave me a point of infection anyway. I mean, I think the real interesting thing is that the pile of bodies that Gian gets the mutations out of, or whatever he does to get the mutations, is a bunch of the same, like, similarly dressed... Ooh, close. A bunch of similarly dressed characters. I mean, the character you play as is not unique. There are a number of these guys, so I guess maybe they were some sort of invading force, like a soldier having a uniform. Another thing is that the king at the very start, that's... Gotcha. Another thing is that the king at the very start that's impaled by a spear... Somebody told me what the type of spear was, and I have already forgotten it. Oh, whatever, let's just get into the mortuary. But that also... That spear is... Alright, you guys. Whatever, I'm going to the tracker fight. Alright, and alright. Done and done. But that spear also has a... like red scarf or maybe red sash like your character wears here wrapped around it. Could easily be a part of the weapon. Or it could be that the king was killed by one of the nameless soldiers that your character is currently possessing. No, I'm going to go all 3 areas. Why not? I don't know, food for thought. Or at the very least, there's my obligatory lore corner that I wanted to do for the episode. I like doing them, but let's be honest, Dead Cells doesn't have too much of a plot right now. Ow, ow, ow. Ah, this is bad. Ow. You know, with plays like this, you would be surprised to learn that I have nearly 600 hours in this game. Hey, I'm making a YouTube channel here, all about this. I should have went for more survival. I mean, I don't necessarily need the extra damage, but why deny myself the pleasure of killing things just so utterly ridiculously that it becomes like a joke? That's what I'm hoping to also, I have 13,000 health right now. That's the power of a survival build, I guess. At least the momentary invincibility from the shield is really nullifying. Good. I was wondering if I would ever find the entrance to the alchemic laboratory here. Yeah, the momentary bit of invincibility that I'm getting from having a shield is probably more than paying for the 20% extra damage that I am. That's way too much infection already that I'm taking from having the colorless shield on me. It's a pretty good colorless shield too. I could probably beat the hand just using this shield alone, but that's not the. I mean, the jig is up as far as this being a challenge run, but I'd like to say that I am at least conducting myself in an honorable manner. I know I don't necessarily need to adhere by the strictest rules when it comes to these runs, but it makes me feel better if I at least make an attempt. Sure, chest. What do you got? 40% damage reduction would be pretty nice, but I want to keep the extra survival from the grenade right now for maximum damage gain. And I know I say that just as I took brutality from one of the earlier. I know. And nothing really happening here. No, I just wanted the extra stats. All right. Should have more than I should have more than enough to be able to respec my mutations as well. Yeah, I think that this fight will go just swimmingly. Yes, and it has now been changed so that if you respec, you can re-grab the heart if you haven't expended that already. 18,000 health. Unfortunately, I don't get to get a health refill before the throne room here, which is too bad, but that's how life goes sometimes. Life goes on, long after the thrill of living is gone. Let's go, hand. That's some pretty decent damage. It'd be so much better if I didn't. You know what? I'm going to blow it right now just because I want. Yeah, that's pretty good. I want that extra 50% damage. Also, why am I still infected? I mean, I know that. Yeah, I can't forget that. Yep. Well, there goes the 2, 3. Yeah, I thought my infection should have been cleared by this point. All right. Getting 18,000. Gotta remember he does that. And jump over. Yeah, it seems like what you want to do is you want to roll, jump, roll, or jump, roll, jump when it comes to doing that attack. Also, just playing better in general would be great as well. Oh well, I'm gonna point towards the bleachers here because I think I got this fight. I do not see it going very bad at this point. And okay, better. Oh, well, this is great too. I want to try to do a little bit of dodge work. I guess I'll get him down pretty far. And two, and there we go. Okay, good dodge, good dodge. Oh, don't want to expend that just yet. Oh, it doesn't matter. I got it. And I didn't have it. All right. Okay, and now is here where I'm running enough out of health that I'm going to end this battle pretty quickly. Hand is pretty tanky. There's no doubt about it. Even with an extreme amount of damage, he still takes quite a while to kill. Would have liked to have hung out there a little bit longer and see if I got my, got a little bit better at dodging around his attacks, but hey, there's gonna be plenty of time for that. Whether with new updates or just continuing to do a bunch of dumb challenge runs. Giant Killer! I love this weapon, I want it to be better than it is.